Hey guys, PokéDan here. Now previously on my YouTube channel, I made a video called Dumb Mistakes I Made in Pokemon as a Child. And actually, to my surprise, it's now one of my most popular videos. So because of this, and because I've made tons of mistakes in Pokemon, I'm making a part 2. Like I said in the last video, feel free to let me know some of the biggest mistakes you've made in Pokemon. But anyway, let's begin. Okay, so the first mistake comes from Pokemon X and Y. These games introduced a lot of new features that screwed over a younger me in the past. But there was this one particular feature that screwed me over the most. This feature was Wonder Trade. I presume you all know what Wonder Trade is and how it works, but for anyone who doesn't, basically you can trade away a random Pokemon of your choice and receive a random Pokemon in return. How did this feature screw me over though? Well, in Pokemon X and Y, I tested this new feature out on my starter Pokemon. To all of you most likely face-palming right now, yes, I really lost my starter. I remember sending off my Fennekin and never seeing it again. I'll never let go, Fennekin. Anyway, this caused me to restart my game, which ultimately cost me another 30 minutes of my life, which I had to spend finding out how to create a new game in Pokemon X and Y. Man, this was a dumb thing for me to do. Okay, so the next mistake happened in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and this mistake was something a lot of you may have experienced yourselves. I lost a shiny Golbat. Whilst playing through my game, somehow I stumbled across a shiny Golbat, and like an idiot, I killed it. I can't remember what move I used to stupidly kill this shiny, but I do remember killing it. After making this mistake, boy did I feel stupid. I've never been one for shiny hunting as I'm not a very patient person, but nevertheless, it was really dumb to kill this shiny. The next mistake isn't really a mistake I made in the games, but it's something I used to think. I used to think that all pre-evolved Pokemon were known as baby Pokemon. I guess I thought this because all pre-evolved Pokemon are generally looked upon as the small, cute, and weaker Pokemon of the evolution line, but as you guys know, I was wrong. Just because it may be the first in the evolution line, it doesn't mean that the Pokemon is a baby Pokemon. Baby Pokemon are Pokemon that can't breed and were revealed most likely in Gen 2 or 4. What's worse though is that when I started this YouTube channel, I made a video called the top 10 baby Pokemon, and I remember including Pokemon such as Ghastly and Caterpie. People in the comments were pretty quick to notice my mistake, but in all fairness, I should have done more research on the topic. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about isn't really a mistake. Well, it is kinda, but it's more of a story. When I was younger, I had a sleepover at my friend's house. My friend also decided to invite his neighbour Greg to sleep over. Greg was also a Pokemon fan, and at the time, we were all trading Pokemon on Pokemon Platinum, and then Greg offered to trade me his Cranidos so that I could evolve my Machoke via trade. Except, me being the douchebag of a little kid I was, I decided to keep his Cranidos. As you guys could probably guess, Greg didn't really support my decision, so he did the only thing a kid would do. He went to tell my friend's mum on me. I can't really remember her reactions, but it was probably something like,
"Oh, come on now boys, it's just a game."
Nevertheless, I did end up trading back, and to this day, I've never spoken again to Greg, so Greg, if you are watching, fuck you, you little baby, that was my Cranidos. I mean, hey Greg. And the final mistake I'm going to cover in this video is a mistake I think almost all Pokemon fans have done at least once. Wasting a Master Ball. So once again, this mistake comes from Pokemon Platinum. When exploring the route before Snow Point City, I ran into a Sneasel. I thought this Pokemon was so awesome and really rare because it was the first one I'd have found on the route. So I decided I want to capture it. Was using my Master Ball on this Pokemon a misclick? No, it wasn't. Every Pokeball I threw at this damn Pokemon would fail. So as a last resort, I used my Master Ball. And was it worth it? Probably not. I mean, I remember not even using the Sneasel in the end because I didn't know how to evolve it, but I think I learned a good lesson about wasting my Master Ball, so I guess it paid off in some sort of way. But anyway, that's all I have time for in this video, so if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also guys, my friend Ozimitsu made a video on this too, so I recommend after watching this video, you watch his too. It'll be linked in the iCard. Also, be sure to tell me some of the dumbest mistakes you've made in Pokemon. But for now, I've been PokéDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.